till I broke the rules, my life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Yeah.
All right, let's turn over this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a crazy day ahead of us. Today is the Xbox podcast, in which we're going to be learning about the future of Xbox, and this is kind of acting as a little bit of a waiting room. I was hoping to go hands-on more with New World and their latest Season 5 PTR update that adds in official controller support. In fact, in game right now, if I move my beautiful stick, I can see that it actually moves the mouse, which is great. I don't know if that's showing up to you guys on screen, but it is working well for me. And if nothing else, we can hang out, we can talk. I'm going to jump into the settings, and before the Xbox podcast is up, we will jump into a stream that's just dedicated to that. So do not worry if you're watching this as a VOD, expecting for the full podcast reaction. That is coming. I'm also going to jump into Discord, and you guys can come weigh in with your thoughts as well. And the fun news is I'm also live over on Ginger Prime MMOs. That's right, I have rebranded the New World Central channel to Ginger Prime MMOs because Amazon's working on more MMORPGs with the Lord of the Rings MMORPG set to come out sometime in the future. So I got a couple different chat windows that are popped up. Hopefully I won't miss any comments and questions that you guys have, but if I do, just tag at Ginger Prime. That way it'll be easily more visible for me to see it. So that's going to be the plan. If you're watching over on X or on Twitch, you should be pretty much set. You might have to refresh when we do eventually jump into that. I hope that the PTRs open up, but I'm going to walk through the settings, and we're just going to kind of take a look at the interface here in just a minute. Now, huge shout out to the members here at the channel. Huge shout out to Squivelfly. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Thank you for being the first to chat over on Twitch. We've got a big content plan for you guys this year, and members make that possible. For every 25, which the member goal right now is starting at 11 and 25. Thank you for that support. Every 25, I gift 5 members back to the community. We've got so much content, so much exclusive content just for members that I really hope you enjoy and come along for that ride. But thank you also for just straight up being here. If you guys enjoy the content that I make, hitting that like button is a great free way of supporting it. But let's go ahead and jump into the Discord because we're going to look at some settings. We're going to talk. It looks like we got Nanny and we got Mike. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Hey.
So that was.
Oh, the Jeopardy music actually worked.
Oh, I didn't even hear you playing the Jeopardy music.
No. I just said that in chat.
Yeah, I saw you did that. Yeah, like streamers ignoring me.
Sloppy.
What's up, Lukey over on X saying let's go. I agree. Let's go. Now, the official Xbox podcast should be roughly an hour from now. I believe they've scheduled it for 2 o'clock. So we're going to just hang out for a little bit and kind of do a little Xbox podcast waiting room before we jump into the next thing. All right, I'm just going to hit back. Oh, man, that's nice. I can just hit B, and then I can go down here and press A to continue. I am playing on a controller. This is the official controller support. Yeah, controller support is great. What's up, Gaming Fire?
Overrated.
What's going on, Chili? It's over. Oh, it's overrated. It's clearly not. All evidence points to you wrong, bro. All right.
It's the that are feeding in your head, right?
Ooh, yes.
Just like the clip that you sent to me when I said that you were going to be playing Paw Patrol for Community Game Night.
No, we're not playing Paw Patrol for Community Game Night. What's up, John Wanjik? How you doing, dude? Awesome. Wanjik, dude. His name makes me smile every time I see it. What a great switcheroo of a couple of letters, right? It's like, well played, sir. Well played. So what's great already, like in the menu, you can tab with the right bumper and left bumper. That's very nice. So let's take a look over the settings because there's a lot to unpack here. I guess maybe we'll start with controller because clearly controller support is not overrated. Navigation, interact, X. Yes. Jump, traverse, A, perfect. Crouch, left click on the stick. Okay. Prone. And they said that they're going to have remapping options coming later. You got the Twitch chat wondering about like Paw Patrol Community Game Night. Pog, let's go. Yeah, it's like general. And then right now, if you actually look at my profile, generally I'm usually in Pal World because that's what the kids are playing. Auto run, left bumper plus. Oh yes. Okay,
we
great.
Need to get together and play Power World together, brother.
Oh, I agree. I just need to figure out when, to find that time. Because like this month already, I was like, February is just becoming a month where it's like you kind of come out of February a little bit winded, and then they're going to drop Dragon's Dogma 2 on you. You're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, let's go. Thank you guys for the 7 likes on the stream, by the way. I really appreciate that. All right, let's see here. All right. Auto run. I like that we have like shift modifiers essentially on the controller. It's one of the things with Final Fantasy that I like. If they do the camera zoom in, oh, it's left bumper and up and down. That's nice instead of the right stick. That's going to be convenient for the camera. Consumables, left bumper, ABXY. Okay, so that's your modification into that. Let's see here. Combat, basic and heavy attacks is right trigger and holding the right trigger. Perfect. Weapon ability 1 is left bumper, right bumper. Left bumper plus right bumper. That's exactly how I wanted it. That's exactly how I wanted it. Heart rune ability, left bumper plus right trigger. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I don't feel. Does somebody copy me my homework or? It's like, let's see here. Sheath, you hold down the Y button and then you swap with the Y. Block, aim, left trigger. Dodge, B. Yes, makes sense. Target enemy target lock is a right stick click action. That's going to be really fun to play around with. For healing, toggle ally target lock, left bumper plus down on the right stick. Cycle target up, left bumper, right and down. That's going to be really interesting to see how healing plays out on the controller in this case. Activity, active wheel is up on the D-pad. Chat is left on the D-pad. Push to talk, I guess, is left on the D-pad. That's nice if I wanted to just enable that. Ping and the ping wheel is down and the down on the D-pad. The game dev, anyone watch that ginger guy make a controller guide for New World? Seems good use of that setup for the official build. He's on to something. He's got these buttons. They seem to be working real well for him. I know they've used mine, like, because I've talked to them and they've used my setup for like the Steam Deck and all of that stuff, which is really flattering. We already covered consumables. We covered the camera, riding, summon, dismount, mount. The R on the D-pad, dash on the mount, right trigger. See, that's great because it knows that you're in the mount. You can do so much more, and you don't have to worry about some of these things. Alternate, stop, reverse, left trigger, fishing, cook, cast, and hook the reel. Music performance, note up. How do you get into music performance though? Note up, note down, note left, note right, note bottom. I wonder if they've updated the icons to actually show the button, you know, instead of like the key on the keyboard. I hope that is the case. First chord note, second chord note. Let's see here. Writing, fishing, healing, general, push to tat. I don't see how you get into music. Maybe that's one of the maybe that's the action wheel. So it's like, hey, activity wheel. Maybe that's the activity wheel. All right, that's the default, and then they have a melee option. Oh, and so for melee, it's swapping out a few things. Crouch is now on the left thing. Right bumper becomes your modifier for your weapon ability. So if you wanted to hold right bumper and then use ABXY for your different options, you can do that. I'm going to stick with the default for now. Settings. Invert camera, camera shake, tilt base, camera zoom, freeform movement. This is, if you guys haven't seen, this is the movement that they have in Final Fantasy 14. Basically, if you think about it, legacy versus, I forget what's the other term for it. Legacy means you have that freeform movement, meaning if I push back on the control stick, on the left stick, I'm going to run towards the camera. I'm not going to back up. And they give you the ability to toggle it on and off in the chat here. So that's, I think, really cool. In this case, the camera direction for melee attack. That's cool. Camera direction for melee attacks controller. I don't know what this truly means. It's gonna be something I want to test out and see how it feels. Auto traverse. Set whether you automatically climb obstacles while moving. I'm gonna turn that on. Ally team color tinting. Set whether to enable team color tinting on allies. Sure. Enemy color team tinting. Yeah. Okay. I think these are great options. Tap to aim and block. I think I'll keep that off. Mount road following. I like that. Tap to mount dash. Set whether you enable dashing by tapping it. Oh, that's just to reduce, I guess, hand fatigue, etc. Map auto zoom is on. Auto show reticle and then show PvP XP. Yes. Context fading. Sets whether the HUD elements fade in and out depending on the situation. I'm going to keep that off for now. Targeted healing is currently set to on. Camera follows the target. Camera aim. Man, I'm gonna have to play around with all the different targeting options now. Auto switch targets. Sets whether to automatically switch the next target after the first target is eliminated. Only switches if the new target is targeting you. Enable target lock. I guess if you weren't trying to run away, I could see how this could be a positive and a negative. Cool that it's a preference, right? Achievement notifications, territory notifications, war invasion, housing notifications, bandwidth mode. This here. All right, cool. Aim assist I've got on. Virtual cursor magnetism. So that's whether, yep, I want that on. Virtual cursor friction. Okay. Friction force. Nice. Auto disable target lock on hold. Set whether to automatically disable the target lock after holding its input for some duration. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Auto target dislodge hold, you know, it's off, so it's fine. Left joystick dead zone. Man, they're letting us customize so much about this. Horizontal sensitivity, vertical sensitivity, ADS horizontal sensitivity. It's aimed on sights, obviously. Turret horizontal. Camera joystick curve. Is there any other new options, etc.? Voice chat mode disabled. Group only enabled. Chat alerts, show chat message time, hide social notification banners. Set whether to hide large banners for incoming friend group and company invitations. Trade and dual invitation remain visible. Nah. Automatic invite rejection off. Connect to Twitch. Set whether connect to enable Twitch features. Yes. Twitch streamer spotlight. Not on. I wonder if they're bringing this back. This is something that I was like such an interesting concept that one of the unique advantages that I think they have or could have is legitimately, you know, let's just connect it with our streaming platform. Audio and visual, I'm not expecting many changes here. I've currently got it locked at 60 frames a second. And that's perfectly fine. World is under maintenance. I love pressing A. It'd be nice if I could press like start or select, you know, start to just hit continue. I don't have to navigate down. And I can't use the D-pad to kind of pick on different options. So I'm going to put that feedback in if you guys don't mind. New world support, settings, no. And is there a... No, I don't want to exit the desktop. All right, cross-world expeditions, PTR feedback. I'm going to click on that. There we go. Continue the Discord. Splatalegs, and sorry if I'm butchering your name. I do apologize. Howdy, man. Hey, what's up, Screw? Welcome back. He says, I found your Final Fantasy XIV Xbox release date details and their Fatal Mistake breaking news video on my homepage, and now I'm curious, what is the interesting thing that's going to be today? So, welcome in. Thanks so much. I'm glad hopefully you got a chance to check out the video, and then it was fun for you to watch. Sorry if it wasn't. I failed you. But today, Phil Spencer, Bonnie, Sarah Ross, and Matt Booty, Booty, are getting together. Booty. I need a sound effect. Booty. Are getting together on an Xbox podcast, official Xbox podcast, after rumors and leaks suggest that more of their games are going to PlayStation, and it's been well over like a week and a half, right? So all of that kind of transpired. Internet kind of caught up a huge storm. I've been saying that they're going to be publishing their games, you know, wherever. They view every screen as an Xbox, whether you're on PlayStation or you're on PC or you're on whatever. That is their goal. I don't think they're getting out of hardware, but a lot of people are making that assumption. So as a part of this waiting room, like we're just hanging out waiting for that. That should be, kicking up here in about less than an hour from now. So honestly, it really is anybody's guess. I've put out my predictions, or at least what I hope that they do. I think the worst case scenario for Xbox, I think the worst case scenario is that they say more games are coming to the PlayStation, and then they don't say anything else, right? Because if they continue to treat it like a case by case basis, I think then ultimately people are just going to be like, well, you keep telling me to invest in other platforms, so I will do that as opposed to invest in your platform. But with Play Anywhere and the way that they handle DRM, I think it overall is going to be a very interesting day. I think we're going to get, I would think a lot of positive out of today, a lot of interesting information out of today. But that doesn't mean that there's not going to be a very visceral reaction to it online, because the fact is that people are going to get the information. They're going to all process it. Some people are going to grieve for like whatever's transpiring. And then ultimately, you know, people will come at me like, this is what Xbox is going to tell us, hopefully what they're doing today. And we're all waiting. And they made us wait all last week and then this week. And they didn't come out and put a kibosh on these rumors. And so more and more things have swelled. My personal thing that it would be very frustrating for me is to see if they abandon Game Pass. They've stated time and time again for years now that Game Pass is their lead platform. As a platform, Game Pass is their platform. Thanks for the follow, Hundy. Welcome in. And being that Game Pass is their lead platform, Xbox is just a device in that ecosystem. They have drastically devalued the value proposition in the Xbox in a world driven by exclusives. We know that exclusives sell consoles. We know that because that's how Nintendo still exists today. That's how PlayStation has really edged out a market. I don't think they're good for gamers though. And I think that when you start to see PlayStation supporting PC more and more, and PC devices coming out that will challenge the console market. And that's the thing I think a lot of people miss in this entire debate. What's to prevent any company from just making a PC with a nice little video game interface that plays all your games, that just plays all of your games? And then my argument is that why isn't that Microsoft? The Xbox runs Windows. Just let people install whatever the hell they want on their Xbox. Maybe ultimately you have to go into that as a mode or something, but I do believe, and we'll see, that I think the strongest play that they can make is saying, yeah, we're going to publish more games on PlayStation, but we're also going to let other stores onto our ecosystem like Steam, Epic, Battle.net, for example. So then all of a sudden you can play Spider-Man on your Xbox. And it's like, oh, but it's not a console anymore. It just becomes a PC. You look at the PS5 and you look at the current Xbox. Like, what is the difference? Like these devices, especially even back in the PS3 days, Sony tried to classify the PS3 as a PC. They even let you install another operating system on it. They gave you that kind of freedom, and I think that might be where the future is in this case. So, Roadkill, what's up, Mike?
Here you go. Your wish is your.
Ooh,
booty.
By Voicey.network.
Oh, thanks, Voicey.network. Booty. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate the assist on this. Mike is rocking the soundboards for us today. So we're going to be having some fun. Let's see here. I'm going to continue and see if the servers are up. Oh my gosh, they're up. No, that's actually a victory. Roadkill, I apologize. I've been getting to your chat here. Says, because a good PC can run PlayStation 5 games because they cost thousands of dollars. Console market's subsidized, right? So that's where they've made up that difference. They subsidize the cost of the console because they make it up on the 30% of their store. I do wonder if that will change, because the theory that I would operate is that, imagine if they said, hey, Steam, you can come over the Xbox. Steam has tried to get into the TV with the Steam, like they have the Steam Deck, but they've really tried to get into that console space for a long time. If Microsoft just says, hey, let's work out a deal, turns out, oh, just maybe they don't do 30%, maybe they do 10%, or something like that, 15%. That ends up becoming, oh yes, menu stuff. Yes. Sweet. All right, excellent. I can press B to hit the menu. I can press, that's my inventory. How do I get out of that? There we go. Select is this. Okay. I can tab over. Oh, this is nice, guys. This is so nice. All right, let's play around. Oh, interesting. The camera movement is kind of on the slow side. It's a way to jump the camera.
Yeah, my Power Warp gameplay, Brian. I'm up to working on my second base.
Nice. It's nice that I can run towards the camera. I like the movement. So, yeah, controller support. It's on the PTR. It's on the PTR, so I can press select, pull up the menus, jump into the things. I think I can press up for the, oh yes. Check out our little action wheel, fishing, music, camp. This is nice. Yeah, so I do think MMO Sky that we're gonna see this on console. I think that is the logical thing, and the reason why I believe that so strongly is they've already announced the next MMO that they're making that is built on this same engine and by the same team is launching on console. They announced it for modern consoles, right? So this officially comes out on March the 12th. So we'll see this roll into the live environment not too long from now, guys. Like it's less than a month. I need to adjust this camera. Like the camera turn radius is just abysmal. New season level, cool, thank you. But this is nice because the menus and everything is responsive. How do I get to see? Okay, I can't get over to settings. It won't let me tab into that menu. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question, Roadkill, in that regards, because if they go and put games on PlayStation, you know, the Xbox just becomes, and maybe they say Xbox is the exclusive console if you got Game Pass, and you know, and then you tacked on that, hey, we're going to get these games here first and do a time release over on PlayStation. I could see something like that coming out, but honestly, at the end of the day, a lot of gamers would rather just let somebody else beta test the games, and then when they come out, they're like, yep, we're ready to rock and roll. This is so nice. I'm hands down, I really like this. Let's see here if we can adjust control camera, horizontal sensitivity. Okay, the sensitivity is way down. Vertical sensitivity. Yeah, a little bit more here. Oh, that's much better. Needs probably a little bit more. Unspoken says, I hope the controller vibrate with fishing when you catch a fish. Let's test it out. T-minus about 45 minutes. We're probably going to cut over to the Xbox podcast reaction stream here in about 30 minutes, guys. So I'm glad that I was able to get in. Well, let's do some fishing. Fishing. Yeah, it's up here. Oh.
I am. Question, Brian. Me and Nialo was talking a little bit. Which service do you use for streaming?
So I use Prism Live Studio right now. I'm working on some stuff, and I hope that I can do it in Prism. And if I can't, then I'm gonna have to go back with Restream.io. But for free, Prism lets me connect to Twitch, Facebook, my one YouTube channel, and then I can do custom RMDPs that I then push out to X, and I push out right now to New World Central is what I've got it labeled, but we just rebranded New World Central in this case. So yeah, boom. Let's see here. I don't have any bait, but that's okay. But it's so funny, guys, because I'm thinking through how I configured all of this, and then the game is literally doing that. But the game does it so much better because the game knows what state I am in. And I tell you, action wheels are great. Check out also, I can do emotes. I got a quick wheel for emotes. I would love to see them do that as well. So I'm very much a fan. What else do we have here? Augments, company, emotes, chat, social. They updated the social. We need new features for the company, and we need definitely new features for social. All right, let's see if it vibrates. You use OBS. Is Prism better? Oh, so Prism feels really good. There's a couple of things that it does a little bit differently, but I have thankfully my Twitch activity feed over here, and then I've got the combined chat. It did not vibrate. It did not vibrate when it hooked. It's not vibrating as I reel in. So Noob, the controller support. Noob's asking, how is the controller support? And it's so far great. Like, and you know, what are you doing? Like, I'm just fishing. Let's go test out some combat. The one thing I would recommend right away, I'm gonna go ahead and exit, hold to exit fishing. Genius, perfect. The one thing I would recommend is go, I keep hitting start because that's how I had it, but they have it on the select. I think the select actually makes a lot more sense. And you go, I'm gonna adjust the camera settings a little bit. So under controller, increase your horizontal sensitivity. I'm gonna set it to 38. And my vertical, I think, is perfectly fine. Aim down sight sensitivity, I'm gonna just increase that a little bit. Maybe I can play around with the guns in this game. I like that I can press B and I'm right back here. So they're doing a great job with it so far. Now, I can press Y to bring out my weapons. And can aim and I can attack. And they have it where it was left bumper, right bumper, and left and right. Like I wanted left and right bumper to do the third ability. Why is that not working? There we go. So that might be something. We do know official remapping is going to be coming in at a later date. Let me, let's see, open up what this is. Yes.
They do all this. They do all this, and then when they do the actual live part, I'm gonna say delayed.
Oh, you think it's going to be delayed? They didn't delay today.
No, when they bring it on live, they're gonna say no. It's gonna be delayed. Sorry, guys. We're just giving you a teaser.
So one of the things that's interesting is so you can hold left bumper, and then if you click on, if you're running and you click on the left stick, you'll do auto run. To use your different, abilities, you can hold left bumper and it then takes you into this menu, which is really nice. All right, let's practice some aiming. Oh man, that is slow, but it does have the aim assist and the magnetism, and I can lock on target, baby. All right, one thing to adjust. I know I keep making settings adjustments, guys. I do apologize. All right, settings, and then that aim down sights is tight. All right, let me go ahead and make that a little bit cleaner. Vertical sensitivity, there we go. Man, that is still tight. I'm gonna go for the headshot. Headshot. All right, swap weapons. And I can lock on target. Oh! Let's go. Let's go. And then I can run towards the camera. That's really nice. And if let's say I'm doing that and I need to switch, I can hold left trigger. There's a camera attack mode. We're gonna have to play around with it. And then clicking that, I don't know, like I would have liked, use dodge. There we go. Hey, what's up? I like Prism because it gives me the ability to multi-stream, and I don't have to pay for that service. Because I'm trying to like
save money, reduce cost.
Save money, reduce cost. Because every dollar I can make in content, I can throw towards my my video game that I'm making, and so that's essentially the goal. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate lurkers. I really appreciate y'all just hanging out with me, spending some time. There we go. Yes. Hey, Chili. All right, take all. Oh, and I can just open the bag. That's nice. Yeah, looting is a good thing because it drops bags. Craft.
I like how I put in one of my discords that they added controller support, and the first thing was someone responded, "Are you gonna try it again?" I'm like, maybe.
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 This is gonna be something that helps the game become way more accessible, and that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is so slow. I keep pressing X because, but yeah, it's very similar to how I had it set up.
Press X to doubt, always.
Pay your respects. So fishing is good. The one thing fishing needs is go ahead.
A legit way, but there was a way for a while to install Steam on the PS4. You're not supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
You're also not supposed to turn it from white to black. But D-Brand keeps going.
They can't be stopped. That's nice. I like that. Oh, and then left bumper plus right trigger. Cannon shot! Yes! So your rune ability is left bumper plus right trigger. Yeah.
That poor bear.
There we go. All right, let me harvest them. Oh, the interaction's fantastic. And then start, you can interact with the menus. Is there, change skins, show gear sets, move with left. It'd be nice if they gave you, like in here, like the D-pad would kind of move you from slot to slot. I go here, pair, add a gear set, unequip. Okay, cool. That's nice. And then yeah, right. Oh, that's nice. And
I
right
do
stick.
feel
is-
like, from what you can say, what you're saying, it looks like they've just added yeah, like how you've used Steam before to
Yeah.
add controllers support. Like they've just basically added that as a native.
And what it gives the ability, and they also have the shift modifiers because we went through the settings. If y'all didn't see that, we went through the settings at the start of the stream. It gives you the ability to do. I'm trying to think. Shift modifiers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that means that it expands the options your controller can play with and do, where I could not do that with my controller setups and guides and more. All right, so we did a little fishing. What else did I want to test out here? Oh yeah, I want to hit right on the D-pad to call them out.
See, but this is one thing. Is what I've also said. Other than the fact that the controller support's overrated. Now, since I'm putting native controller support in, you're going to be out of a job. What are you going to do next, Brian?
Good. Whatever the hell I want, man. Like, if I have been able to help people enjoy playing video games, then that's the goal. Like, and if they need to move on and they want to go watch somebody else, that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't want anybody hanging around longer and then just being like bitter. They're like, I used to like, Brian, you changed, man. Like, gosh, I hope so.
You changed, dude. I'm out. Sorry.
Plus, even if there is native controller support, there's always useful guides on how to set up the controller.
Yeah. I got off the mount and now my up and down doesn't work. Here we go. All right, let's. Oh yeah, I was remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna put in some feedback. Bum 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 bum. All
Well,
right.
It doesn't
With
work
Brian
if you change Brian.
With Brian changing so much, it's causing me some hardcore.
Emotional damage.
After getting off the mount, I am unable to move the camera up and down. I'm gonna put that as a 1 star. Maybe see
Did
what
they ever
can do
fix
the-
that game?
Which one?
New World. Last time I tried to play it, it just kept dying and kicking me out. That was like last year, I think.
Oh man, I'm sorry you've had those problems. I haven't had those kind of problems. But yeah, like now, can I dodge? Like I'm trying to. Does it not know what menu I'm in? Oh, I can use this. All right, yeah, that completely borked the that. So that's a bug. No big deal. It's been reported. Let me go ahead and do another feedback and say when fishing on controller, can you enable the feature on hook, and when reeling in, this would be a great setting. Thank you. All right, cool. Then let's see here. What else? What other feedback did I have? Oh, it's like the controller is tuned too tightly. Submit feedback. A GHT tightly at the start. Or users know where. Negative values. All right, cool. And we'll put that at a 3-star. Woo, 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 woo. We can test out the range weapons. Yes, I've tested out the musket. That's what I've been doing right here. That's where now I can't move that. So let me just back out of the game because we have a little bit of time. Oh. Nope. Mouse and keyboard works fine with that. All right, let's go ahead. And it's nice because it's instant transition. So let's exit to the desktop and we'll come back in. But yeah, we'll test out the range. The other thing I want to really test out Unspoken is the healing aspect and the targeted healing specifically. Because I generally play as a healer.
Music.
What's up?
I thought you were also going to test the music to see if the icons change.
The icons? Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I think I need to find some instruments. Yeah, we'll test that out here. Oh, Luke Heath and hopes that there's a pre-download for the Final Fantasy 14 Xbox beta. That officially is coming out on the 21st. So having that, you give you that ability to pre-download. I think that sounds great. Yeah. Now it's beta, so if you have an existing account, don't link it up. They said specifically, don't. If you are an existing player, please don't play the beta.
Is the beta hooked up with the rest of the servers, or
yeah,
only
you're
their
going to
own?
be on the live servers, but I think there's concern is that once you join to your Microsoft account, you're joined. I'm under the impression that it is basically the game because then this version literally rolls into the main version.
It's basically similar to where once you link your account to Steam,
Yeah.
you're rest in peace. You're linked to Steam.
Right.
Okay,
So if
so
you really
I'll
wanted to-
buy
but if
my
you really
house on
wanted
the
to
new
test
data
it, you could
center
be
before
like-
the 21st.
Yeah. But if you really wanted to test it, just make sure you could just make a, could call yourself like Chili Beta 14 or whatever.
Yeah.
You can make a separate account to test, and then make a separate Square Enix account, tie it to that, and test it out that way. If you really wanted to.
If you really want to, right? If you really want to. Oh yeah. See, same thing with me. I'm definitely going to semi-return for the Xbox version of Final Fantasy 14. And I'm gonna see if I can't finish up those guides that I promised everybody.
Just remember, by the way,
I know they're
if you
getting
do
refreshed.
Just remember that if you do buy Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox, you should also get 30 days free subscription.
I don't know if they do that. I think it's like you already have an account that's just adding
Fresh.
Because if you buy the PlayStation version, you get the 30 days added to your account. Or
Oh,
if you buy
cool.
the PC version, you
Fresh
So if you buy the
licenses always
Xbox
give you
version-
free.
Oh,
you should
that's good
also
to know.
get 30 days
to know.
free sub.
Because
right,
I
cool.
own the Mac, the PC, and the PlayStation version of all the expansions, and every time I got a free 30 days.
Let's see what other weapons.
It's
Okay.
considered a new version of the game, therefore you get the extra 30 days.
I have the healing staff. I can equip that real quick. But I want
But the only
to.
reason I'm saying should is because you never know. It's happened on the previous ones, but
You
just
never
because it's happened in all the other previous ones,
really
can't
know.
guarantee it.
Have any other? Do I have a
Because all the
blunderbuss?
other previous ones didn't need you to subscribe to another service to play it.
Yeah.
Game Pass.
I mean, I made the mistake, but there are ways on Mac to play with your Windows account, just saying. Or your Steam account,
Yeah.
just saying.
I'm just saying that. Sorry, I was just trying to make a product of the fact that you need Game Pass Core.
Okay, there's targeting. I just healed that guy. How do I target self though? They changed the life staff as well. I think that's something they talked about changing. Life staff. Beacon. Sacred ground. Sacred ground looks way different. Interesting.
Reminds me of the bubble now from Fantasy 14. You know, the healing bubble.
Yeah. How do I target self? All right, well. All right. Under here. I'll do the music as well. Healing. Toggle allied target lock, left bumper plus clicking the right stick. Cycle target up, cycle target. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's how I can target them. Oh, target self. Interesting. Let me change my ability here real quick. I'm gonna go do an actual healing spell. I'll turn off orb. Respec. I'm just picking stuff. Okay. Right bumper. A to target self. Oh, great. Okay, I see how that is. Then I don't have to then press it again. It literally just does it. Target self. A. This is always just going to be out there, so I can never use that to target myself. Target self. All right, we got it figured out. Boom, baby. I'm not going to do a quick dungeon because we're less than 30 minutes away from the Xbox event, Solemn. So we're about to do that, run into that, but I was just kind of testing out a few things here. Do I have music? Do I have any instruments? Let's go combat here. Get it together. Here's my instruments. Do I have instruments in here? I have to test out music later. Let me just teleport though. All right, left trigger to zoom in and out. This is great. Thank you. Right stick to move. Let's head to Brightwood. Be nice if they gave me just a quick button right there. It's gonna be weird to play 14 with a controller. No, man, it is. 14 is perhaps the Mercedes-Benz of how controller support is in MMOs.
Actually, extremely good.
Yeah, everyone really should just copy 14 support.
WoW
To be
did. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this in a way, like with the shift modifiers, like holding left bumper and using up on the D-pad, down on the D-pad, zooming in and out. Did I not go into town? Jeez Louise. Pull up the map. Oh, I went to Brightwood. 1 second. I meant to go here. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The first time you played Final Fantasy 14 was on PlayStation? Unspoken? That's cool.
Nice. Well, if you like Final Fantasy 14, nah, just kidding. I'm not going to self-plug.
On the MMO channel, thank you guys for the 13 likes. On the Prime channel, thank you guys for the 18 likes. I appreciate y'all. And we're gonna raid into that. I was gonna see. I'm just trying. I'd like to test out music to see if it shows the buttons on the controller. And I wonder also with the controller, what will be really interesting is if they give us the ability to does it change icons? Let's actually. I'm a hot swap. I've unplugged my Xbox controller. Okay.
Oh yeah, please tell me if it has PlayStation buttons. That's important to me.
PlayStation is now plugged in. I
can play with the
hold
Xbox
up.
buttons, but
It
still my mind when it says
supports the
X.
PlayStation buttons
I
instantly.
play the PlayStation buttons.
The PlayStation buttons are instant support.
Can you manually set it to only use PlayStation buttons even if you're using an Xbox controller?
Let's check the settings. Let's check
Probably
the
not.
settings.
Because I like it when games let you do that.
Yeah, because like Enshrouded lets you kind of
Okay.
say, I want to pick this button or that
New
button.
World, you've sold me. You sold with just that.
Well, no, and the
yes,
fact, no,
free.
it doesn't give me
Well,
the ability
in
to
the
set
public.
what buttons I'm using, but that's so freaking great. They did, Brain. We're playing with it right now. I'm testing it all out, and it's honestly really freaking good. It's only going to get better, though. I put in feedback to fix some problems.
Can we also add that it's not on the live servers? It's only on the public test servers.
Yes, that's a great note, and it's coming to live on March the 13th or the 12th.
I just don't want him to like download it and get excited and then go into the game and it doesn't have
this is on the PTR. All right, I guess let me see here if I can buy an instrument over here to raid. But yeah, that's awesome that it just literally plug and play PlayStation controller. Let's go. Yeah, I do think this game's coming to consoles. I think that's what one of the big announcements coming in June. The podcast will happen. The podcast for Xbox starts in about 20 minutes, so we're gonna cut over to that here in about 5. And then we'll do like a little pre-show, do a little introduction, and then I'll come back in. And if you guys want to come hang out in voice and whatnot, you're more than welcome to. I don't know if I'm gonna have you guys on voice for the podcast, so I can truly listen and react. But then right after that, we'll come back, either do a little voice thing. We've got a podcast today with Lono, with Late to the Game, Kirk, and J-Dub. And who knows? We might even might have some surprise guests too. We'll see. So it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about everything we learned, what was handled. I really am hoping for good things today, but we really just don't know. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I keep pressing that. And then on the PlayStation, it's clicking the little middle button mouse pad that brings up your select screen. All right. Cool. All right. I will test out more of the controller support stuff, and I will be putting obviously a comprehensive guide over on Ginger Prime MMOs, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. And
so good, though.
What's up?
It's just the fact that they've changed the buttons is so good.
Oh yeah, it is so good. Now let me grab the link that I need.
I don't think it's changed all of them though. I've just noticed they haven't changed all the buttons.
Some of the buttons just it feels like it's exactly what I'm doing playing my
the buttons, like when you open that is X, right? But are you playing back on Xbox controller, or are you on PlayStation still?
I'm on still a PlayStation. I mean, I just closed out of the game.
The LB and RB didn't change over from L1 and R1. They're still LB and RB.
Isn't that what they're called?
Oh, now they're L1 and R1. Now they've switched over.
Okay.
Am I delayed?
Yeah, it might be delayed because I closed out.
Thanks, YouTube.
Well, all right, guys. If you're on the MMO channel, if you wouldn't mind checking that link, the stream should auto redirect you, but if it doesn't, then that's the case. I'll also pop this up here for you guys. So on the Prime channel, that's where we're going to be headed. I'm going to do an intro, and we'll be hanging out, doing a little pre-show. Roughly ETA 15 minutes until they do their thing. So thanks so much for joining me. If you're on X or if you're on Twitch, it should just be a second to do the to refresh. You might have to refresh. But other than that, I'll see you guys in just a minute.